Welcome back to JCR Garage, and this time, well, to start off with, before we start the real video, I was just sitting there driving, and, well, I am behind a friend of mine. He owns the Volvo 944, the gray Volvo sedan that at least I have a burnout video of that car on this channel. And he ended up buying his brother's Lada, the one that was on this channel along with the turbo tank back when we did that original build. And I'm behind it in my Granada, and I couldn't help but think that this kind of reminds me of one of those old British TV series. I think it was the Sweeney. They drove Mach 1 Granada 3 liters as cop cars, and I know how popular like the Ladas were back in the 80s, at least around in Europe and in Britain. And the view I'm having right now, it kind of, well, except from the big L88 hood scoop ahead of me, I'm kind of thinking this is a shot out of the Sweeney. A Granada just chasing a Lada up, well, winding B roads. And now, as we are closing up to the more scheduled programming on this channel, we're going to do one more thing before we actually get to it. Because the Escort right here has been sitting here for 2 months. And recently, with all the thunderstorms and rain that have come through, I kind of want to move it underneath a roof. And, well, it's gonna have to be this one, and this is crooked. And, well, you might think, why would you put your car in there? It's gonna fall over at any time. Well, it's been sitting like this since the 80s. And, well, it's a little bit worse now than it was back then. Because what is helping holding this thing up, you can see everything here is crooked. What's helping to hold this thing up is that Malibu door. That was placed there like 10 years ago, and we went to remove it, and the entire garage is resting on it. So I'm hoping that stays intact for quite a while, so we can hold the roof over the Escort. Now I cleaned up a lot around here because all of that was stacked around here, so I moved a lot of things just to hope that the Escort will get in there. Now, I'm not sure about the winter, but it would also be nice to have somewhere to place it inside over the winter, because, well, snow doesn't really do it much good. But if we just wander over here, wander over yonder, we can see if the Escort wants to fire up, because that would be the first thing. And I already did put a battery in it, because we have one battery that kind of jumps in between cars around here, well, cars and the tractor. So if we just get ourselves in here, you kind of do have to be a contortionist to get this done right, with the seat being mounted where it is. And, oh, I got my foot stuck on the wrong side of the steering wheel. Alright. Get the door closed without losing the inner handle. Like so. So, let's have a look at this then. You can already see the weeds growing through the hole in the transmission tunnel. Because everywhere around here I've been mowing the lawn, but right here, it's been growing up. And grass underneath the chassis is not the best thing. So let's just get the power on, and I see everything works. Apart from that, the light is gone out in that, but it's not in use anyway. Fuel pump doesn't run in the tank, only the relay, but that should be fine because that tank is just there because I needed... There are a lot of mosquitoes around here. That tank is just there because I needed an electric fuel pump to feed the EFI that was in here. So I still have a manual regular fuel pump on the engine. Let's see if we can get some gas up. Hey! There was still gas in the carburetor. That's a nice thing. Well, it didn't last long. Oh yeah, there's still no exhaust. And it doesn't really want to move. I think I have some bad connections on some power here because it suddenly lost all power. I'm gonna check the battery. Stopping this thing somewhere because it doesn't have brakes. I can't stop it if it starts rolling. But now let's see if we can back it into the garage there without it stopping. I don't have mirrors either. I have to put the camera down for this. Well, I seem to have gotten this thing back pretty nicely in here. So let's get the camera back. Wow, that actually suits being in there. Sitting all crooked and all. This actually calls for a photo op, doesn't it? Alright, so the Escort now has a roof over its head. I can feel a little bit better about it. Instead of just letting it sit out and rust and collect water and get water in everything. I did actually find the power problem we had with the car shutting off. The main power switch that I have in the dash with a key in it, the connection out of that one, because the power goes to that straight from the battery and then to a distribution block down on the center console. The nut on that had broken loose, so it had moved the eyelet a little bit out back and forth. So I fixed that while I was trying to back it in, and well, now it is in. It has a roof over its head. It won't get as wet as it has been getting. Well, after having gone through this video in edit, because I edited all that together first, because what I was gonna film, well, I didn't have enough time and daylight faded, so I was gonna wait. So I just put the rest of it in edit and looked through it. That, well, the video is already 10 minutes, and I know how my audience retention on YouTube is. So instead of dragging the video out to be half an hour like my last one was, essentially, I'm thinking I'm just gonna end it right here. So with that, thank you very much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.